the 2022 season, during his first 3 years in the NFL, Vander Esch has missed an average of 5 or more games each year. That's 27% of the possible 48 games played over a 3-year period. He's missed 13 games, only playing 35 of 48 contests. He's got that spinal stenosis, Todd, and when you have that narrowing of the spinal column, you tend to have a repeated of pinched nerves, shoulder, neck problems. It's kept him out of games. He's missed an average of 5 or more games each year. So just kind of talk to me about why you think the Cowboys are moving on and what team might be a good landing spot if you're looking to get a linebacker who can run, hit, and cover.
Well, I think, first of all, with Leighton, he's a very good player. Excellent inside backer. When he is healthy, he's a force to be reckoned with. One of those guys that as an offensive coach, you need to know where he is, what he's doing. You might have different schemes, the weeks when you have to play him where you're trying to put different bodies on him, because he is an excellent player. Reason why moving on? Micah Parsons. I mean, they got a very similar guy that I think they were very happy to get. A younger guy with not a lot of injury history. And as you said, if you're missing 5 to 6 games a year, that's hard to swallow as a defensive coordinator and as an owner and a head coach. The Steelers, interesting name that's in the mix. If you think about linebackers, you think about Pittsburgh. They can never have enough. I know they liked him a bunch coming out.
True.
If he's able to get past the medical with the Steelers doctors, I could see that being a very, very good fit for them and a great addition for the Steelers.
Yeah, it could be a great fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who were said to have coveted Leighton Vander Esch when he came out of college in 2018. But of course, the Dallas Cowboys jumped up. They end up getting him. He's 25 years old. Again, he can play the run. He can blitz. He can cover with the best. It's about staying healthy. And Leighton Vander Esch, I think, would be a huge addition to a team that needs linebackers. There are very few linebackers who can play on all 3 downs, who can cover players coming out of the backfield or tight ends. But the guy runs like the wind. He moves very well for a big linebacker, and he can do a lot of different things.
The Wolf Hunter. Okay, so this is interesting because they're saying that the Cowboys are moving on from Vander Esch. And as far as what I can get, where this all started from, and this is the NFL silly season, everybody, because we know it's the NFL off season and everybody's gravitating towards stuff. A Steeler blogger said that it might be an interesting move for the Steelers to get Leighton Vander Esch, and of course proceeded to say why it would be a good move to do. As far as I know, and I'm not in the war room, I'm not a fly on the wall, and of course Jerry Jones doesn't pick up the phone and call me, or kind of like Skip Bayless said that the Cowboys consulted him before they made the Herschel Walker trade. Well, I'm not going to make that story up like Skip Bayless did. But as far as we know, the Cowboys haven't openly said or tried to trade him, especially to Pittsburgh. This is just a person's idea or concept that, hey, this would be a good fit because the Cowboys. Now, I'm not saying that that's not a great thought or irrational thought. It's actually, when you look at it, because we ended up drafting not 1 but 2 linebackers, and Jabril Cox and of course Micah, and I hope I got it right this time, because in my mind Mika and Micah, it's the same thing, and I don't know which one will spit out, and I'm not sure which one is really right. But Micah Parsons being your number 1 pick, as well as being Keanu, Neal, being brought in and being a safety / now linebacker, you start looking and saying some of these guys are expendable, and let's see, and if we can do something with them, especially since they didn't do the 5th-year option. He's a free agent after this year, regardless. So you either have to shit or get off the toilet and sign him to a contract. I honestly don't think that he'll get traded. I'm not sure how much compensation they would get for Leighton Vander Esch right now because of the injury history. Make no mistake about it. When he plays and he's fully healthy, he's great. But again, if you're averaging 5 or 6 games that you're missing and you're a young guy, well, that's not really good. And as the old saying goes, your best ability is your availability. So we'll see. See if they got anything more.
Quickly, and that's all made possible by these linebackers that are able to read the quarterback and look like they're dropping into one zone, but they're really matching to somebody coming over into their window. So very difficult to deal with as for a quarterback, and you got to have a clear picture of what actually is happening, because what you see is not always what you get. I expect the defense to really make a big jump. I think it's a much better fit with Coach Quinn, just because they have the players already that fit a little closer to what he likes to play. So be one of the defenses I'll be watching, but the linebackers are a key part of it being successful.
To tell you how important it is that they have athletic linebackers and Dan Quinn's system there in Dallas. He even brings over Keanu Neal, former safety, for him with the Atlanta Falcons, now playing weak side linebacker behind Jalen Smith. So you're going to see a tremendous rotation of athletic linebackers playing defense for the Dallas Cowboys. A little bit undersized against the run, but since most teams are throwing more on first down now, you can play the undersized linebackers in your secondary, looking to get greater speed on the back end, matching up in pass coverage. We're going to step aside. You're listening to the Tuesday edition of the Opening Drive on SiriusXM Uniform.
He ain't kidding that you don't get, what you see is not always what you get, especially in this day and age of fakeness. I mean, now, you see the girls, boom, boom, that's fake now. The booty's fake now. The fake eyelashes. Everything's fake these days. And we've been faked out on some of our draft picks, without a doubt. We've always thought that, hey, we've got that guy that's going to be the real deal, and it just doesn't work out. But I think that actually Vander Esch, and I think actually Jalen Smith will actually do better this year because of 2 reasons. One, you're getting a bigger, more physical, younger defensive line that's going to tie up the offensive lineman more, which will allow those linebackers not having to take on those blocks, not having to be hit by the guards while they're trying to read a play. They'll be able to just scrape and go to the point of attack and hopefully have a great vision of what's going on, as well as Dan Quinn being, that guy who is a player's coach, who is a teacher. We'll see what happens. All right. I finally got here. As always, guys and ladies, I appreciate you for watching, and we'll bring you up to speed on any news there is on the Dallas Cowboys. Peace.